Sit down! So one more student comedian and then Jeff Lott, our special guest. You good?
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to stage very, very funny comedian Kimberly, Kimbo Slyce, Absher.
Hey everybody. The tuna sandwich was a bad choice. So I've got a lot of friends who are into internet dating. Some of you might be. You don't have to identify yourselves. I won't put that on you. But they use OkCupid. Am I the only one who doesn't have a lot of faith in this guy? He's just okay. He's the Todd of matchmaking. The really awesome Cupid is doing live action matchmaking with like bows and arrows and blood and shit. And this guy's like behind the computer, upset that he showed up to his Cupidry final, you know, with wasted, with like some shit in his little Cupid diaper. And this guy's supposed to find me the one. And so I have a lot of guy friends, and they say, "You're kind of a woman. How do I get the ladies?" And I gotta tell you, there is no formula. It's a crapshoot. This is what ladies don't want to tell you. What we want is unpredictable and shenanigans. And so, for example, I was dating a really great guy, good looking, nice, etc., etc. Fill in your desired traits here. And then one day he referred to breakfast as breaky num-nums. And that was the end of that. And then I was seeing this guy who was a self-employed volunteer rapper. His name was Dollar Drawers, obviously. And his only gig was a self-appointed Denny's gig where he would rap about bitches jello wrestling while people enjoyed their moons over my hammy. And I don't know if it was the bleached hair or the Pee Wee Herman ass tattoo, but as Dollar Drawers would say, I was sprizzum. So now, after all those winners, I finally settled into a monogamous relationship, which is not as much of a bummer as it seems, you guys. Right? Seems like a bummer, but it's actually pretty okay. So normally it's fine, except for the fact that the devil exists in my soul and loins. So everything will be going great, and then all of a sudden it's like, fuck shit up! And I'm like, normally I can ignore it, but when I'm on my sort of lady times, I don't mean to set women back like 4 decades by talking about our period times, but that's a thing, okay? We all know it's a thing, it's a thing. So, I'm sorry, I'm not overwhelmed right now. I'll admit, I get a little cray-cray with the vajayjay. I get a little homicidal on my cycle. I get a little demon spawny with my bleeding twatty. I'm just gonna say. And so I've taken some measures to stay out of prison, such as getting some yogi moon cycle tea. And it's so douchey. But it kind of works, sort of, sometimes. Usually followed by a couple glasses of wine. But, you know, it works, sort of. Anyway, it's one of those teas that has the inspirational words on the tag to balance my inner goddess. And so I'm making one day and I'm all jacked, right on the hormones. And I'm like, and the words say, "Where there's love, there are no questions." I'm like, the fuck does that mean? I've got love and I've got questions, Beezy. You don't know me. You're my baby daddy, shit little tad. And my loving, sweet partner's like, "Babe, just drink your tea, you'll feel better." I'm like, "You drink your tea." And by tea, I mean horse semen. And he's like, but he's thinking, "She seems so cool. Like a bro I could fuck. But she's crazy." And I said I'd marry her that time I was on mescaline. But despite the issues, I actually really enjoy the periods because all of the conflicts that I was too passive to deal with, I'm jacked for. So I roll into work and I'm like, Scott! When you say library instead of library, you sound like an idiot! Carla! Your gluten-free cookie tastes like gluten-free ass! Oh, you think that's mean, Michael? Well, you wear fucking turtlenecks, so you don't really get an opinion on anything. High five! Nobody? Nobody? That's cool. I've got some friends somewhere else. So for those reasons and others, I discovered I can no longer have a regular job where you go somewhere that you hate and then you sit there for way too long and then they pay you a couple weeks later. That sucks, you guys. That sucks. So the last straw was when I invested in some. Okay, stick with me here. They're the classiest of the office pajamas. Okay, they're called sujamas. And I bought 2 pairs because they're very pricey. I bought one silk tuxedo, which I call the Bond. And I bought a lightweight cotton flannel pair, pinstripe, obviously, for the warmer times, which I call the Hillary. And so I'm chilling in my cube, kicking it like a boss. And my boss comes up to me, my real boss. She's not a boss in the other sense. Anyway, she comes up to me and she's like, hey, so we've noticed that you just have the one outfit. And that's okay, except it appears to be kind of covered in food. And it's getting a little bit of a musty garbage odor. I'm like, gonna stop you right there. A, not an outfit, it's a lifestyle. B, I got some spots on the clothes because I sleep with hot sauce, that's my choice. And C, if I had to come to this hellhole every day and sit in this little shit brick of a cubicle, no sea view, thank you very much, I'm worth more than that. Then I'm gonna be cozy and my genitalia are gonna breathe. So I don't work there anymore, because apparently you can't say genitalia at work. Fucking bureaucrats, am I right? So I stuck it to the man once and for all and opened my own company. We sold monocles, no big deal. It was called Eagle Eye, and the slogan is, tired of seeing clearly in both eyes? Turns out people were not. The glass was kind of fair trade in that I traded a bunch of money for it at the store. And by store I mean a weird guy's basement. And the gold was kind of kosher because my Jewish friend touched it once. So, but the problem was that our only clientele were hipsters and they're kind of declining, you know, so. I just recently got a smartphone. This was a really big deal before I had the flip, you know, the prepaid, you know. I'm like, you sound like you're in a tunnel, just text me, but not too much, because it's like 85 cents. So I got a smartphone. And the only problem is the T9 or the predictive text mistakes keys for Jews. So I was like, hey, left my Jew under my mat. Hey, can you bring my Jews to me? Hey, I locked my Jews in my trunk. So it's really not great. All right, thanks everybody.